Game is being ruined, game is being ruined, game is being ruined all weekend long. Where are you every week when the game is being ruined by additional 12 minutes for a Liverpool equalizer? Where are you every game week when that Dorman guy falls down every weekend and gets a penalty? Where are you every game week when the game is being ruined by allowing some people like Fernandez to get penalties, to get fouls, to escape red every time they fight, every time they foul, every time they do? You know what? Here's the thing. I've come to realize that people have been expecting, and I said it in my previous video, that people have been expecting Chelsea to just be on the negative side of VAR and referee decisions. Every time we get a fair decision, it's like the whole world has turned and Putin has put a nuclear warhead ready to shoot on the headquarters of, I don't know, football or something. Because we can't be continuing that way. Every week, whenever we get the right decision on VR, everybody is everywhere claiming the game is being ruined. Oh, you are ruining these guys. What? You want to start your career with the wrong goal? Or what's ruining your career? What's ruining your season? Like, if you step on somebody's foot, especially if you are not in control of that ball, it's always a foul. It's always a foul, whether it's at the penalty, whether it's at the center of the field, whether it's at the corner. If you step on somebody's foot with your cleats, it should always, sometimes it's usually a yellow. If it's hard, if it's on the ankle and above, it's usually a red. But whenever you step on somebody's foot, it's always a foul. And whenever it's a foul to Chelsea, the whole world is. And then we go to the handball. If the ball hits you in close proximity, if you haven't tried to make your body huge, if you were so close to the ball, it's never handball. If you are trying to make your body huge everywhere, it's a handball. Those are the rules. Every rule, like staying to the rule. And the fact that even Lukic did not receive a red and Badge did not receive a second yellow. Was it Badge or Lukic? Like, it just demonstrates that at some point, the referee had gone in first half, after first half, he had gone to his, I don't know, Twitter or social media and seen all the Arsenal guys just warming up, just becoming mad because Chelsea, for once, received the correct decision. And then he came back and tried to, make it fair, but it wasn't fair, it was skewed to Fulham side. That's why they were making all the fouls and no yellow cards, no second yellow cards. And you are here still claiming 24 hours after that, the game is ruined. We will see today. We will see today. We saw it yesterday when, just a simple Jesse Poole, somebody who awarded a penalty. That was not the football is dead. That was not that moment. It only has to come when there's a Chelsea. Now, that aside, the thing is about that game, we weren't as good as we have always been. Like, we were not playing like the world champions, and I think that's why a lot of people expected us to, lose that game, but we eventually won, especially with the clean sheet. Now, here are the things, and I'm trying to be, be very, very honest. After seeing the defense, even though we didn't concede, I think we should have a Champong as a mainstay. I'm just saying we should be able to put a Champong as the first person on, unless he performs bad. But we should try to put a Champong as the first person on the list. Then just find his partner. That's all I'm asking Maresca from that previous game, because the two guys, they were really, really struggling. I don't know what was wrong, but it's like Fulham. Iwobi was doing a number on them. King, just an 18-year-old, was doing a number on them. And deserved Mithro at some point was doing a number on them. Like, there was a problem. And the thing is, I don't know about rotation. Sometimes people usually say, Maresca is doing this rotation to help the players who are injury prone, recover. They don't have a hefty burden every week, which will make them, get the injury. And it was demonstrated to me with Delap. But I think sometimes we need to consider, yeah, Lavia can be injured, Fofana can be injured, Reece James can be injured. But if it's a game and all those people can play, you at least start with one. You don't just put, just very, very is it accommodating, or I don't want to say it's a weaker team, but I don't want you to put, just because all these guys are usually injury prone, you put them all at the bench at the same time. Like, if Fofana and James are injury prone and both of them can still play, why don't you put Fofana at first? He plays the 45 minute, then you bring James in the second. You will still be managing the minutes. Am I right? Are we getting each other? Are we correct? Am I correct? Am I coming at you in the right angle? That's the thing. I think sometimes Maresca doing the rotation, but then he just puts all the people that you expect to be in the first lineup, at the bench. And which means at some minutes it's lackluster. That first half was very, very lackluster. If it wasn't for, the referee just got speaking on his head to say that today don't favor Fulham. Like, today don't favor Fulham. I know there is a agenda against Chelsea, but just be fair. If the referee wasn't fair, we were allowing them to use unfair means to win us, and that should not be. We shouldn't be doing that. We know next weekend again PJ Mall will be coming in to show all these Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans that we are trying to correct, just to go, to skew the decisions against us. But I hope not next weekend. Next weekend, after the weekend after the international break. But I want us to, not perform the way we did. The bad thing was that Delap got an injury, and that is causing a lot of issues. I think I don't know why. Why is it saying overboard? Is my computer correct? Do I need to change? Yeah, that's a bad thing. Delap getting an injury, and I don't know why I'm recording and this thing is insisting on not doing. But I think I've even completed the video. Like, there's no a lot of things to do. The bad things are lackluster performance from the team, and then Delap getting the injury. The good things are that the referee was fair. We won the game. We had a clean sheet. As much as we think we need to get, just a different pairing at the back. Sometimes I feel like, as much as the two of them were great, but we allowed a lot of chances to them. We allowed a lot of chances, even in the corner. Like, if it wasn't for that last goal line save by goal line clearance by Pedro, we will also have conceded, but that's part of the game. But then, when you allow these chances, sometimes you don't get lucky. Sometimes you get a referee who's hell bent on making sure you concede, or sometimes just you miss just things by a second. We shouldn't be allowing these things. We shouldn't. Like, it's one of those games where you win, but then We have to stack these points, but then you have to caution the players. You have to tell them that, what, that wasn't it. Like, hey, what's wrong? Like, why are we not playing like the club? Like, Fulham should not be that team that, takes us to the next, like, makes the whole world think that we were unfair to them by beating them 2-0. No, we should be beating them 3-0, 4-0. Like PSG yesterday beat somebody, I think 8 or 7, and it was only in the 70th minute. And we think like this should be us because it's Fulham. Next weekend we get to another team, like we go ham. That's it anyway. Uh that's the good, the bad, and the weird. If you don't subscribe, the Pierre Jamal will be unfair to Chelsea.